This video is going to change everything you know about Warzone weapon stats. Every stat for all of the guns we have calculated as the Call of Duty community has been completely wrong. These findings have been thanks to TrueGameData, and the link to their website will be down below. If you enjoy staying up to date with everything regarding any changes to new weapons inside Warzone, and also just tips and tricks overall, subscribe to the channel as we're trying to reach our goal of 10,000 subscribers. So what the guys over at TrueGameData have actually found out is that most of the Modern Warfare guns have different damage profiles for Warzone specifically. What that means is everyone who has been doing their testing in custom lobbies inside multiplayer have been getting all the damage drop-off stats wrong. Now, some guns haven't changed, like the SMGs and some assault rifles like the M13 and the Odin, but a lot of the popular guns like the Grau, the AMAX and the Kilo have all had this Warzone specific damage drop-off point. This portion of the video is taken directly from the TrueGameData website, so if you want to go ahead and check that out, the link will be in the description down below, and a huge shout out to those guys who actually worked this out. So what we're going to show you is just a few examples. So firstly, for the Grau, what we can see in the orange line here is you can see the Grau from Modern Warfare Warzone, and that does have one less damage drop-off point than what it does have inside multiplayer. So multiplayer is this purple line or pink line here, and this has another damage drop-off point. Now, if we add the Kilo on here, you can see that this actually has 3 damage drop-off points, even though it's inside Warzone. The Kilo is one of the guns that don't have a Warzone-specific damage profile, so it's going to be the same for multiplayer and also Warzone. Some guns that have now been changed as well is the CR56 AMAX. What you can see before is that it had another 2 damage drop-off points, if you look at this pink line here. And inside Warzone, it's now just 1 damage drop-off point at around 25 meters, which is definitely insane, and it's the reason why a lot of people like using this gun. Now, in other videos, no one's really showed how this stacks up to the current meta in the game, which is the DMR, and that's what I wanted to show in this video. So if you show the DMR, you can see that the AMAX actually does kill faster at close range and at longer distances. It's just that it's going to be much harder to land those shots at fully automatic over the DMR, which you can just spam, and that doesn't have any damage drop-off points in Warzone whatsoever. So you can see that it's pretty much just a straight line, whereas the AMAX does actually technically kill faster, but it involves much more skill to use the AMAX. Another gun that'll be a bit more viable with this new information that we know now is going to be the FAL, because the FAL actually kills faster than the DMR-14, even at its current state. So what you can see is that it kills faster than DMR-14, and also it kills faster than the AMAX at range 2. So I feel like a lot of people will go back to using the FAL, which is a great option for a gun. It has the assault rifle ammo, it's semi-automatic, and it has very similar properties to the DMR-14. What this means is every single Modern Warfare weapon needs to be tested inside Warzone separately to get the correct stats. And on top of that, it means that they're actually better than the way they work inside multiplayer as well. A lot more guns will become more viable based off of this information. We all knew the AMAX was a great gun, but now the FAL might get used a lot more, for example. On top of that, Cold War weapons weren't really mentioned too much, and that's because everyone has already been testing Cold War weapons inside Warzone. So all the stats for Cold War guns from your content creators have been correct so far, because those have been tested specifically for Warzone. Hopefully, when that DMR nerf happens, a lot more guns will become more viable, and even just now, like I showed, the FAL actually does kill quicker, so maybe some people will move over to that gun, or still continue to use the AMAX. What does this mean for your weapon attachments and class setups? It means that for certain guns, the extended barrels don't really matter a huge amount. Now, it's still going to be very important to have the fastest bullet velocity for your guns. That always has been important, and it always will be important as well. And like I said, the main focus here is to get that faster bullet velocity, because the damage drop-off points aren't as bad as everyone thought now. You might not need to use the longest possible barrel on every single gun. But personally, in my opinion, I don't think a whole lot will change. I feel like the meta might go back to the Kilo and the AMAX once the DMR does get nerfed, because a lot of people are playing with these guns based off of feel anyway. So if a gun feels good to them, they will use it. That's why I see a lot of people still sticking with the Grau till this day. And they were doing that just based off of feel even before all this information came out. And now it just makes a lot more sense to why people were sticking with guns like the Grau, or even the Brune, for example. That's a really powerful gun too. But like I said, personally, I don't think a whole lot will change. I just think the DMR does need a nerf, and a lot more guns will become more viable with this new information. If you enjoyed this video, leave us a like. Don't forget to go ahead and follow TrueGameData as well. And if you want to subscribe to our channel, we try to reach our goal of 10,000 subscribers, and any subscription will be appreciated. And thank you very much for watching.